Democratic colleagues that they talk to President Biden and say, stop going after our gas stoves so we don't have to talk about this. And with that, Mr. Chair, I yield 3 minutes to the gentlewoman from Washington State, the chair of the Energy and Commerce Committee, Ms. McMorris Rodgers.
Gentlelady is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I rise in strong support of H.R. 1640. The Save Our Gas Stoves Act is a bipartisan bill that was introduced by Energy and Commerce Committee member Debbie Lesko, and it will stop the Department of Energy from finalizing its plans to ban the majority of natural gas-fueled cooking stoves on the market today. H.R. 1640 was considered through regular order in committee, where it received hearings and markups and was favorably reported with a strong bipartisan vote. Congress must intervene to stop the war that President Biden and Democrats are waging on reliable, affordable energy and the choices people make to provide for their families. On day one in office, President Biden canceled the Keystone XL pipeline, imposed a moratorium on fossil energy development on federal lands, and directed agencies across the federal government to issue punitive regulations and delay permits for energy projects. This agenda in raising costs across the board and making life more difficult for hardworking Americans across this country continues. And now the Biden administration is coming for their appliances like natural gas stoves. H.R. 1640 will stop the Department of Energy from finalizing the terribly misguided and illegally vulnerable proposal to ban gas stoves. H.R. 1640 is necessary because the administration doesn't have any regard for the will of the American people or the laws passed by Congress. Despite a statement from the White House that, quote, the president does not support banning gas stoves, the Department of Energy and radical environmental activists are abusing an obscure law called the Energy Policy and Conservation Act to mandate a backdoor regulatory ban on gas stoves. They're pursuing this agenda to control the home appliance market despite DOE's own evidence that its proposed standard would pull more than half the gas stoves off the market and save people $1.08 over the life of the product. This is completely out of touch. $1 of savings over the life of the product is not worth upfront expense of ripping out gas lines and installing new electrical service. $1 of savings does not bring peace of mind if you need to heat your water or feed your family during an electricity blackout. And $1 of savings means nothing when people are paying record prices to buy food and fill up their gas tanks. American people are strongly opposed to regulations to ban natural gas appliances. In fact, we recently polled the citizens in my district as to whether they support a ban on natural gas stoves in their homes. An overwhelming 87% of them responded no. H.R. 1640 addresses their concerns and their freedom to choose the affordable stove that is right for them. Therefore, Mr. Chair, I urge my colleagues to join me in supporting H.R. 1640 and look forward to working with the Senate to send this bipartisan bill to the President's desk. I yield back.